There's two of them! Heal. What the fuck are you? What is it hitting me with? I know it's vomiting on me, but how is it so close? Oh, damn it! Stop it. Stop it. You got no health. Try it now. Almost there, 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 almost there. Thank fucking Christ. Seriously, thank fuck. I did not want to deal with that. Whew! I don't have the health to deal with it. Or the ammo. I'm just gonna move that there for now. Of course, I do that as I need the knife. Don't know why I picked up the machine gun ammo. I honestly do not know why. We'll go a bit further. Yeah. I have about 15-20 minutes left. We'll go a bit further. It is the granny! Oh, we're back in the house!
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Hallucinations. E001. Of course. It is Granny. Granny is Evelyn. No, why'd I close it? Open the damn thing. And of course we can't, like, Evelyn.
This is your fault.
Why am I seeing this?
Because you're infected, Ethan.
Ethan, it's okay. It's okay, it's me.
No.
I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
Kill him, Mommy.
But you shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts!
He doesn't want to be my daddy? Then he can die. Now it's Mommy's turn to kill you.
She already tried earlier. Alright, I'm hallucinating. I'm hallucinating. I'm hallucinating. I'm infected. Kind of figured I'd be infected. She's gonna have a chainsaw and gonna die again.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll play nicely.
I'm not playing.
No! Get that away from me!
Oh shit!
Want your help!
Okay, I'm hallucinating, and I'm just shooting at nothing. Do I have to go upstairs now? I think I gotta go upstairs. What the fuck? No, get out of here. Get that shit out of here. No! Stop it! Stop. Stop. I don't want to hear it. I don't want it. She's floating. I wish I could do that.
Get away! Don't!
Do I shoot her? Oh, okay.
Get away! Leave me alone!
I don't know why I'm shooting at her.
No, you don't!
I'm shooting at her with my enhanced ammo, because I'm a dumbass. Damn it!
Stop!
I don't know when to guard that. I honestly don't. I honestly do not know when to guard against that. Like, the window for it, Evelyn won't let you get near her. If you want to take her up the E-Tox, you'll have to guard against her attacks. I know that. See, I didn't even know that was an attack. See, I don't know what's an attack or not. Motherfucker! What? Alright, I just kind of just pushed it. I just kind of pushed through it because it's so hard to judge that.
You.
Why does everyone hate me?
Knew it. Alright. I think I should leave. I don't know what I'm doing. Ow. Ow. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing. Was that supposed to happen? I think so, because I didn't get a game over screen. Oh my lord.
You're just a little boy.
Ow. Oh, I guess I should be blocking, huh? But it doesn't look like I'm taking damage. Am I dead?
I just wanted a family.
I think that worked. Okay. Brad? The Albert 01.
Playtime's over.
Okay. He's freezing up. All right. Whew. I think that's it. I think that's the end of the game. Yeah. Now it's gonna, the stackable achievements come out. Yes. Get ending 1.
I'm Redfield. I'm glad we found you.
Wait. What? Was that Chris?
Ethan?
Mia. You made it. I'm glad.
Did I?
Is that Chris? Please tell me that's Chris. I better see in the cutscene Chris
They
Redfield.
say that when one door closes, another opens. Well, a door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers. It was that thing, Evelyn, who made them that way. Now
Umbrella!
Evelyn's dead. And these guys are here to clean up the mess. I had just come to terms with losing Mia. But now she's back and wants to start over. Put all this behind us. Maybe this is where the next door opens.
And the iconic helicopter scene. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Please, in the credits, let that be Chris Redfield. Please.
Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey.
Koshi Naganishi. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I fucking love this. is so good. Ah. I'm so happy that they decided to make Resident Evil go this way after so many games of more actiony, like 4, 5, 6. I'm so happy that they decided to put the game in this direction. Put it back to more of a horror genre. And I'm really happy that Resident Evil is going back to more horror and not so much action. I mean, the action's still there. It still has to be there to, for it to have something. You can't just be like jump scares and whatnot. When this game was first announced, there was like no information about it. All we had was the E3. Like, that's all we had was the E3 presentation. So when it was like when it was just a lot of like running around, hiding, doing come on, controller, you're connected, stop. But it was more hiding than anything, and it was like it was looking very, shut up, I don't care. It was more so of Outlasty and more PT than anything. And then the final update came out and we saw we could actually get a gun and everything, and then the actual game came out and it's beautiful. The puzzles are there, the horror's there, the action's there, the story is there. I love it. I love everything about this game. I was very skeptical. I was very skeptical going into this because I was like, I mean, it could be so different from every Resident Evil game that's out there now. At least the transition from survival horror to action wasn't just abrupt. Like, Resident Evil 4 still had horror aspects, and it still had the same Resident Evil feel, and then 5 took it mostly action, but it didn't feel wrong. I mean, it felt wrong, but it didn't. It did and it didn't, which is weird. And then 6 was just more action again. But because it was going straight back to survival horror, hold on. Jack Baker, Margaret Baker, Lucas Baker, Zoe Baker, Young Evelyn, Old Evelyn, Peter Walken, David Anderson, Chris Redfield! Yes! Okay, so it was actually Chris Redfield. Okay. This is good. This is good. I'm excited. I am so excited to see what Resident Evil has in store for us in 8 and going further. Because that ending with Chris Redfield shows you that they're not done with the older characters. The older characters will return. But this game was just, it was kind of like Resident Evil 2, where it introduced new characters to set up the further story, which I love. But I was hesitant going into this game because it was 100% going straight back to survival horror. It wasn't so much action anymore. It was right back to survival horror. And it was really weird to think that because when they were showing it at E3, I didn't think it was going to be survival horror, or I didn't think it was going to be Resident Evil. Nothing pointed it to be Resident Evil. There were no returning characters, there were no returning aspects at the time. There were no mentions of anything. The only thing that confirmed it to be Resident Evil was at the very end it had 7 and then Resident Evil Biohazard popped up. So if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that this was a Resident Evil game until the end where it says Umbrella Corporation and Chris Redfield. Other than that, I could not have told you this was a Resident Evil game. But going into it, knowing it is a Resident Evil game, knowing and like experiencing the puzzles and everything, it makes sense as a Resident Evil game. It feels like a Resident Evil game, and not the newer ones, like not 5 or 6 or Operation Raccoon City. It feels more like 0, 1, Remake, 2, 3. It feels like the older ones, and that is amazing. The fans have been asking for this kind of Resident Evil for so long. Like, ever since 5 happened, people are like, we don't want the action Resident Evil. We want the horror Resident Evil. And not saying that 6 didn't sell well. 6 still sold pretty good. But because it's not what people wanted, it didn't do as well. This, I believe, 100%, what I believe is this game is what the fans have wanted. It's what I have wanted since I played Resident Evil 2 all those years ago. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to what they have in store. I know there's DLC out for the game on the PS4 version. Xbox users don't get it for another week yet. I believe it comes out the 21st of February, which is 8 days from now, because I'm recording this on the 13th. So, in about a week from now, everyone else gets access to the DLC. And I believe we'll be getting 2 DLC packs, the banned footage Volume 1 and banned footage Volume 2. I believe we get them both at the same time. PlayStation players just got the banned footage Volume 1 first. And I was watching that a little bit, and it actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to take a look at it, and I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'll do a playthrough of it, because I'm already watching somebody do stuff about that. So, but, man, I am so happy that Resident Evil 7 turned out this way, and I am so fucking excited for how it's going to turn out. So we've got the DLC later this month. I think we have some more DLC coming. Like, I think they said there's gonna be like 3 or 4 DLC packs, maybe more. Only 2 have been announced so far. And then who knows what they're gonna do at E3. I think Capcom already said... No, Microsoft already said they have a great lineup for E3, but I think Capcom was also talking about their E3 lineup for 2017. And personally, I would like to see some news on Resident Evil 2 Remake. It was announced last year, like really early last year, or like late 2015. It was either like, I want to say it was like November 2015 it got announced, I think, that they were finally working on it. And who knows how long they were actually working on it at that point. Maybe they had just started it, I don't know, I don't remember, that was a while ago. At least a year ago. But wouldn't that be so cool if E3 2017 comes around and you hear Allison Cord. You just hear her say like Leon or something, and then you automatically know it's Resident Evil 2. And then it shows gameplay and whatnot, and then it shows a final release date of like January or February 2018. You know, that would be perfect. Like the only thing I would be super excited for from E3 this year is Resident Evil 2 remake news. I mean, I'd be happy with Kingdom Hearts 3 news, but I mean, I'm not holding my breath on that. I would rather have Resident Evil 2 remake news. Because once that comes out, that is going to be a playthrough for me. I don't know if I'll record it, because I did do a Resident Evil 2 playthrough, but maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know, well, it depends. I'll see how different it is. But that would be really good. Like, last year was really the year of Resident Evil. They remastered 4, they remastered 5, remastered 6, all the DLC for current gen consoles for $20 each. So $60 you got 4, 5, and 6, and every piece of DLC that ever came with it, which is a pretty good deal. Whether you like 5 and 6 or like 5 or 6 or not, you cannot argue that that is a really, really good deal. Considering it's like, technically that's 6 campaigns, because 6 has 4 separate campaigns. And then they announced Resident Evil 7, and Resident Evil 7 came out. So, and also you can't forget about 0 and Remake that came out. You know, this was the year, this past year, 2016, like late 2015 into 2016, was the year of... It was the year of Resident Evil. So, it would make sense that they keep it going with Resident Evil 2 Remake. You know? Like Resident Evil 2... Like Resident Evil 2 Remake gets announced more at E3. Well, wait, what? What's going on? New stuff. More stuff. Oh. Okay. Oh, I missed 5 of them. I missed 6 of those. I missed 5 files. Okay. Madhouse mode, Albert 01R. Item will be added to item box in the main game. The Secrets of Defense. Okay. Additional free content, Not a Hero. Coming spring 2017. Okay. What does that mean? That's probably a third DLC thing. Alright. Well, guys, that is the end of Resident Evil 7. I know I briefly mentioned everything, and I briefly talked about everything. Before I go into a thoughts and views, I actually have some stuff I gotta go do. I'll probably do a thoughts and views video later tonight. I'll probably just record a thoughts and views video on it. I'll take a look at the achievement list, see what I haven't done, and see what I did do. Let's just look and see what exactly we did do. So, we got most of everything. Like, we got most of some stuff. Like, complete the game on Madhouse. That's obviously something we didn't do. But yeah, so I'm going to take a look at all the achievements I didn't earn, and it'll make sense. But I'll give a final, my thoughts and views analysis later on what I fully think of Resident Evil 7. And I am blown away with how great this game was. I am super excited for the DLC to come out. I'm super excited for the Not a Hero. It looked like it's going to be like a Chris Redfield-based DLC. Who knows? Who knows what we're all going to get completely? Like, who really knows what we're all going to fully get? And then, hopefully, we'll, like, I don't want to, like, rush anything yet, but hopefully, within the next 2 years, we'll start getting, like, Resident Evil 8 news, and I don't want them to go back to the more action era. I want them to stay survival horror, mostly. But if they could bring back older characters, like, keep Ethan. Ethan's great. I like Ethan, and I like Mia. But what I would like is for, like, Resident Evil 8, it's an even number. 2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, let's have Leon and Ada back. Maybe Chris again. Maybe Rebecca. Bring Rebecca back. Bring Claire back for a main title installment. Like, I know she was in Revelations 2. And Revelations 2 is technically canon, but, you know, bring her back for a numbered installment. But anyway, guys, that is Resident Evil 7. I hope you enjoyed. I sure as hell did. I had a hell of a time playing this. I'm gonna go and probably start a Madhouse playthrough sometime, or I'll do some other stuff, maybe a speed run, maybe try and do it under a certain time. See, well, first I'm gonna look up and see if that gives you anything. But anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.